Guys, let's talk about the Strait of Hormuz. It's like using the Shakespearean words that to be or not to be, to open or not open the Strait of Hormuz. This is the question. This is the global questions and the vital questions, including influence, impacting everybody's, you and I, price to pay. So here is the issue. I have seen some post. I don't remember. Maybe it's in a thread. The post was saying that because the um, Strait of Hormuz is next to Iranian territory, so they have a right to charge tolls, basically. That's not right because you know what? In order to understand it, we have to look at the UNCLOS. I call it, that's the easy way for me to remember UNCLOS. UNCLOS means that UN Convention of Rule of the Sea. So that's basically what we started drafting it in 1982 and then uh, become formally binding international law that is signed up by 169 countries or regions. So definitely the majority of the country and regions are members of the UNCLOS. So but UNCLOS, there's one complexity. Before 1980s, countries basically is saying that each country, offshore, we only have like 3 nautical miles. What is a nautical mile? Nautical mile is basically the mile that used to measure the oceans, waters, and then outer space too. So 1 nautical mile is about 1.151 land miles. Okay, the way to remember is that because the Earth, like the surface, 70-75% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. So when the water is so vast, you need a bigger, a longer unit to measure it. So that's why when you look at it from the outside space, you see that our planet is basically a blue planet because of water, most of the oceans. So here is the issue. Um, Before 1982, we own each country has like 3 nautical miles of territory. So meaning, for example, if in California, out of the port of San Francisco, you go outside to 3 miles and then that's your territory. Okay. But if it's anything above 3 miles, that's international. Okay. It's a public sea. But UNCLOS changed that. UNCLOS basically, well, there was a, UNCLOS is kind of a formalized, but before that we have some different argument. But UNCLOS rectified that the 12 miles, 12 nautical miles for territory. Here's the issue. Here's the problem. The whole Strait of Hormuz is only the narrowest part is only 21 miles. Now you have like Iran on the north side and you have Oman on the south side. So each one claim 12 miles. Then we're talking about the 24 miles. And then there's no public water at all, right? Because each country they say that's my sovereignty territory. So here is the compromise. That's actually I think it shows that the international wisdom to how to giving countries your sovereignty, but also more importantly, serving the international cause, which is in this case the navigation, especially the global trade, the supply chain. You really need those choke point like Strait of Hormuz to be open, free, no interruption, no charge, toll, anything like that. Okay, unlike Panama Canal, unlike Suez Canal, those are man-made. It's basically you spend money to dig into an ocean to have a canal, then you, of course, you're entitled to charge rent, charge, not rent, charge toll, right? But if it's a natural water, no, you normally don't. So basically, the UNCLOS basically saying that, okay, we honor your 12 miles sovereignty, but you agree that we let it go, let the international uh, passage like without interruption. Okay, but then you say some of the posts argue that Iran never rectified that UNCLOS, so that gives them the right to do the to charge toll. That's not the logic it works. The logic works is basically says that even if you did not, a particular country did not rectify the UNCLOS, UNCLOS can it is already a customary international law. So you have to respect that. You have to honor that. Okay. But here, what about the innocent passage? That's another argument that the Iranian has been making. They're saying that we have to, in order to self-defense, in order to guard our national security, we have to discriminate countries that are not friendly. That's another issue. That's also against the international law. Why? Because your discrimination has to be behavior based, not a nationality based. You can't say any country, any U.S. ships or any Israeli ships cannot pass by. Okay, that's discrimination. But if you have evidence to show that that particular ship, is too inspiring or is, trying to put some water mines, those kind of things, then you are entitled to protect yourself, but not on a nationality base. So that we can see that those arguments are based on a weak international law ground. Okay. However, the issue right now is that we have to look at the even a bigger picture. What about the U.S. and the Israeli side? You can easily claim that that's where I believe that you know Trump administration, being an good international citizens, the U.S. and the Trump administration should do something because you basically they're the one of screwed up. You can't just say, "Hey, you buy oil from the U.S. and then or you on your way you talk to the Iranians and get by." That's not the way to do it. You have to show that you're responsible countries, especially the strongest country in the world. Okay, stronger probably only second to Israel because Israel is such a small cherry can beat Toms. So in that case, that the Trump administration is just made a wrong, unreasonable argument. Okay, that shows that this country, this administration, only knows one thing: the might. Whoever has might, it's right. So that's the doctrine they're following. So let's talk about the U.S. side next time.